I won't go first because then we can. I will go first because then we can end on K-pop Demon Hunters.
It's your call, man.
Let's
This is
do
your rodeo.
that. I shall go first for once because for all of mine except for one movie we're all nominated for best picture. They're all nominated for best picture, and various people in it are nominated for best performance pieces. So at the end of the show, if you hang around, we're gonna make bold Oscar predictions. And if you don't want to hang around, that's probably gonna become a YouTube video. So we're gonna make bold Oscar predictions, and then you in the comments can tell us if we were right or wrong. So let's start with one of the first Best Picture nominees of this year, and that's Marty Supreme.
I have a purpose.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Do you make money at this little table tennis thing?
Not yet.
Do you have a job?
No. Backhand! Backhand! Forehand!
How do you live?
Well, I live with the confidence if I believe in myself, the money will follow.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Maybe it should.
There's no turning back.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Do you need any help? I could help you.
You wanna go hustling again?
Put your money where your mouth is.
We'll find you.
176, 177, 178. The mouse is back, baby. Yeah!
And it's funny because I came out and I saw you were watching this animated movie where they were playing table tennis, and you were like, "No, it's just the one scene." I was like, "Oh," because that would have been a weird coincidence because this movie is about a guy who plays table tennis.
Huh.
He is it's based on. It's not exactly the guy, but it's based on like a famous table tennis player. And like the first thing about Marty Supreme for me is like much like Pawn Sacrifice, I just can't get invested in the idea that anyone would be overly invested in table tennis.
Why?
I don't know. Table tennis to me is just like kind of lame. I understand that it's an Olympic sport, but just for whatever reason,
It's less lame than golf.
yeah, but golf is also lame. To me, they're equally
Yeah,
lame.
but table tennis is like watching tennis, but on a table.
I think tennis is also lame. I don't know. It's hard. They're not sports I get overly invested in. I don't know why. People who love table tennis are gonna yell at me. But this is directed by one half of a directing team called the Safdie brothers, and I really liked their movie Uncut Gems, and they're really known for fast, frenetic cinematography where everything is happening super fast, super high energy, super up there. There's like 1,000 cuts a minute, and it's just like everything's just kind of washing over me, and I'm like, I'm not really like the table tennis matches themselves are just not
doing it for you.
I meant to do this at the top. I'm gonna do it now. We know shit about fuck. Like I think I maybe made that clear in the comment response time, but we know shit about fuck. So when I say stuff, know that I'm not the Academy, and it's not my place to say whether or not these should or should not win Oscars or whether or not they're bad or good, because obviously this is the most illustrious award show. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I've done that disclaimer. I think the least interesting part of this movie is the table tennis bits, because the cinematography and the camera work is so fast that like when I'm trying to like, by the time I'm like engaged in him playing table tennis, it cuts and it cuts again and it cuts again, and it's just really hard to follow. And I saw some people make the criticism that it's they compared it to Wolf of Wall Street, where like it's a movie about like a white guy who sucks and is shitty, but the world tells him how unbelievably talented he is, and he constantly gets rewarded for being the best guy at the best at whatever. That's what people say this movie is, and I don't think this is that, because spoiler alert, he doesn't win in the end. like he does. He very very long story, very short. He is a kind of like the table tennis equivalent to the Harlem Globetrotters.
So he's not a real athlete.
Well, I mean, he's a real athlete. Like, he's basically doing trick shots on tour, basically. And he wants to be a world champion. And the movie is about him doing shitty things and bad things to make his way, to get to Japan to do the championships. And in the end, he beats the guy who beat him previously, but he does not, because he shows up too late, he's unable to go to the world championships. So, like, he wins the moral, spiritual victory, but, like, it's not as though he goes off and has a career. It goes off and they change their mind and he joins the tournament and becomes a huge, like, you know what I mean? Like, sure, he receives the moral victory in the situation, but he's not receiving any financial victory. So he didn't, unlike Wolf of Wall Street, where his world falls apart and he comes out the back of it and now he's a successful public speaker who's rich. Marty Supreme isn't really. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's not at the end of it. He's not still high up on the mountain of Zeus, whereas the Wolf of Wall Street, he is still high up on the mountain of Zeus, even if he got punished.
I would certainly make the argument that he is. Yeah. But again, I could be wrong. But
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, neither of us know anything. I mean, I assume you don't know much about the actual people. You're talking about the movie characters.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, at the end of Wolf of Wall Street in particular, he goes to what I would call rich white people jail.
Yeah, and then
he's still rich and white at the end of it.
At the end of it, he comes out and he's a successful. I mean, the real world guy's the same way. He came out and he's a successful public speaker now, and he's made millions of dollars doing that. So, like, yeah, he's okay. Whereas this guy, he's not, in my argument. But to be fair, maybe the implication is supposed to be that he goes off and becomes a far more successful table tennis player. I don't know. But the number one thing that I think is disqualifying for this movie, automatically, from being Best Picture, automatically, full stop, is Kevin Leary is a major character in this movie. Mr. Wonderful, bald guy who's on Dragon's Den.
Canadian Donald Trump.
Canadian, yeah, yes, he's not, but yes, that's the best comparison I could think. Yes, yes, that guy. He's in this movie, and he is terrible, like terrible.
Like, is he acting or is he being himself?
He's playing a character, but his acting is so bad. He's just Kevin Leary. Like, there's scenes where he's sitting in like this, and then like you're like, okay, well maybe he's just a cameo. No, he's like a major character. And there's scenes where he's in the back and he's having dialogue. He has this one, oh yeah, I wanted to read it. I wanted to read it to you. Because he's got this final monologue that is one of the worst things I have ever, hold on. I have ever heard. I wanted to read it and I wanted to pull it up and it was just too much work. So hold on, just give me 2 seconds while I just quickly skip to the end here. Give me 2 seconds. It's really bad. I wanted to read it to you. I'm stalling.
You're Stalin? You're Joseph Stalin?
I'm Joseph Stalin.
Oh, I feel tired.
Like, yeah. He winds up with the girl in the end, but that's kind of... He beats the guy, but it's like he doesn't achieve anything at the back of it, other than a moral victory. Sorry.
Is that all you have to say about this one?
Hold on. I'm gonna find it. What the fuck? Maybe I'm not gonna find it.
Okay, 3, 2,
I'm not gonna find it. Hold on.
1. Okay, moving on.
Hold on.
So
I'll find it while you talk.
you can circle back to it if you don't have anything else to say.
Just that. I think that Timothée Chalamet is really good. He before I make my predictions, I do think he stands the best chance. I don't know. I'm torn between him and what's his face? What's Michael B. Jordan for best whatchamacallit, best actor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna find it. We'll circle back.
You can save your breath. I know I'm not getting paid.
Win or lose, you get nothing. And by the way, I wonder how you're going to get home because you're not getting on my plane.
It doesn't matter, okay? Unless you're planning on shutting down the event, we got nothing to discuss.
You think it's that simple?
Yeah, I do.
Let me explain to you. I was born in 1601. I'm a vampire. I've been around forever. I've met many Marty Mousers over the centuries. Some of them crossed me, some weren't straight, they weren't honest, and those are the ones that are still here. You go out and win that game, you're gonna be here forever too. You'll never be happy. You will never be happy.
All right. Okay, Mr. Rockwell.
Just to go back to Marty Supreme real quick. So yes, I believe that what's his name? I just said it. Oh my god. Kevin O'Leary. Kevin O'Leary is awful in this. He's bad. It's the performance is bad. The makeup is bad. He's wearing a bad wig. Every scene with him in it is distracting and pulls you out immediately. He's just playing himself, and he's got this horrendous monologue at the end of the movie that I think is disqualifying, not only from it being nominated for Best Picture, but by association, Timothée Chalamet should be ashamed and also should not win an Oscar because of that. It's terrible. The dialogue is terrible. It's all terrible. He's terrible. He's awful. That's it. The rest of the movie's good. That was Marty Supreme. That was my last bit for Marty Supreme. Now, hey there, everybody. It's Endcard Justin here. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Marty Supreme? Do you think he should have won more Oscars? Do you think he should have won no Oscars? Let me know what you're thinking down in the comments down below. But in the meantime, if you'd like to see the full podcast that this is from, our Oscars special, click the box on the left. Or if you just want to see a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, click the box on the right. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We put new videos out 7 days a week. Or you can just leave this video a like. That helps us out too. We'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.